You know what's more painful than spending your one free Saturday painting? Realizing you just spent hundreds of dollars painting with a color you hate. That's right, paint regrets are real. And today we're talking about 3 types of paint colors that are basically money pits. I'm not saying these colors are bad, okay? They're just notorious for looking great in theory and awful in practice. So let's save your walls and your wallet. Number 1, the illusion of perfect neutrals. So let's start with everyone's so-called safe zone. Neutral colors. You know what I'm talking about. Just go with greige. It's timeless. I even said that before. The thing is, greige is kind of like the dad joke of paint colors. And that's coming from a dad who loves to joke dad style. Love dad jokes. It's trying really hard to please everyone, but maybe only they're laughing. Back in the early 2010s, sure, it was everywhere. But this year, it does feel a little bit tired sometimes. And instead of elevating your home, it just kind of sits there. Greige can be a bit bland and washed out and already screaming, repaint me. But one of the biggest issues with the whole greige category are the sneaky undertones that come with them, especially off-white paints. They're the worst culprits. You thought you bought the perfect clean off-white? Surprise, it's actually pink in the morning, but then green by the afternoon and beige at night. One client of mine swore she had painted her walls the softest neutral until the sun set, and suddenly it looked like a Pepto-Bismol commercial. And don't even get me started on lighting. That beautiful gray beige on the swatch or you saw online, completely washed out in your south-facing room. Or it flips and turns into a dingy dungeon shade in a north-facing space. Light will always expose a neutral for what it truly is. So don't get fooled by the paint store lighting. That being said, I'm repainting my entire first floor Collingwood by Benjamin Moore, which is indeed a greige. So we'll see how that goes. We've been offering custom color palettes and people have been loving them. It's a more affordable alternative to traditional online color consultations. So if you're looking for some color inspiration, check out the link below, whether you need a 3-color palette or 6+ colors. And as part of the service, I even send you a personalized video explaining the color choices so everything is crystal clear. Check out the link below if you want to purchase one today. People have been loving them. We've been doing so many of them recently. Number 2, the trending colors that expire fast. Here's where a lot of people get caught. The bold, trendy shades that look so good online. Jewel tones, I'm looking at you. I love me some emerald green and some beautiful sapphire blue. Bling bling, y'all. These colors are stunning for about 5 minutes, but try living with them every single day, especially in larger areas. They drink up all the light. They dominate the space. And before you know it, you're repainting because your eyes need a break. And pastels, I mean, we've all seen them. Your mint green kitchens, your millennial pink bedrooms. Cute for TikTok, but in real life, these shades date your home faster than shag carpet. I still walk into homes with millennial pink walls, and it feels like a time capsule, and not in a fun way. The bigger problem here, social media pressures us to think these are the must-have colors. They photograph beautifully in styled shots, but your home isn't an Instagram photo with professional lighting. It has weird lighting, and it has mismatched furniture often, and kids or pets who definitely don't care if the walls are on trend or not. So ask yourself, am I picking this color because I love it or because the algorithm is telling me to love it? Number 3, the unexpected headaches of unique shades. Sometimes it's not neutrals or trendy colors, it's those unique statement colors. The ones you choose because you want to be different. Let's be real. Bold accent walls, kind of like me getting frosted tips back in the day. Once in a while, it looks amazing, but most of the time, you regret them. Especially when I got bullied for them. No more highlights. Just keeping it natural now. Take deep, moody shades. Kind of like your jewel tones, right? But forest greens or navies, especially charcoal. They're gorgeous in a perfectly stylized magazine spread. But when you use them in your tiny spare bedroom, they turn it into a bit of a cave. Unless you've got high ceilings and lots of natural light, they can feel suffocating very fast. And then there's accent walls. I have a love-hate relationship with them because some people say they're totally out, but when they're done right, they can be very chic. Done wrong, and honestly that's more often than not, you're stuck designing the entire room around that one wall color. That fiery red wall you painted. Suddenly, no throw pillow, no rug, no artwork looks right. It's bossy. It does not play nice, and it kills your flexibility. And let's not forget paint finish. You pick that gorgeous teal, but then you accidentally get it in a semi-gloss or even a satin finish. Suddenly, every bump in your drywall looks like the surface of the moon. That unique shade instantly looks cheap and chaotic. So how do you know if you're about to waste money? Start with what's already in your space. Your floors, your cabinets, and your countertops. Those are the big fixed elements in your home. If your paint doesn't flatter them, no amount of trendy color will save you. Next, Think about your style evolution. Maybe you're loving moody drama right now, but in 2 years, you'll want airy and bright. So don't let paint lock you into one phase of your design journey. And here's the good news. Avoiding paint regret is possible. Test big swatches, not tiny chips. Paint them directly on your wall or stick them on your wall with one of these. Link in the description down below. If you're unsure, invest in a color consultation. We do online palette pyramids and color consultations, but you can also hire someone local if you want someone in person in the space with you. Spending a little upfront can save you a repaint later. And finally, ignore the trends if they don't feel like you. A color that makes you happy will always age better than a color that's in this year. So which category do you fall into? The greige regret? The trend trap? Drop your worst paint regret in the comments because I want to know I'm not the only one who once thought orange was a good idea. Front door. And remember, paint should bring you joy, not an expensive headache. Choose wisely and your walls will thank you. So that's it for today's paint therapy session. If you're about to buy one of these paint categories, maybe put the swatch back on the shelf and walk away. Or have a rethink at least. See ya.